if we could change ourselves, and by extension, our lives, perhaps we would begin to see changes in those all around us. As our attitudes and our perceptions of others begin to transform, we experience a chain reaction of goodwill, selflessness, and positive action taking place all around us. As we strive to apply our enhanced values and attitudes, we find satisfaction in the certainty that we have done the best we can to make a difference for the better in ourselves, in the community, and in the world we live in.
My mom has been delivering Meals on Wheels for 21 years. She's always had a heart for people. I believe Meals on Wheels has been huge to keeping her alive because the joy she gets for visiting people, and it's just knowing that she's there to help others. She's very ill. I don't know how much longer she'll be doing this, but this is her drive, this is her passion, this is what she enjoys. She was taking care of my dad for a year while he was sick, and she's still been doing her Meals on Wheels. She has so much love and so much joy in her heart, and still now her body is deteriorating, but her mind is still there, and her heart is as big as anything.
Wallace in 2016 was 68 years old, and unfortunately he suffered an intracranial hemorrhage and underwent a frontal parietal craniotomy. This left him with a decline in his functional abilities, unable to perform his activities of daily living. He has mood disorders, seizures, and is unable to make informed and conscious decisions. His caregiver is his son Marcus at age 34, who now provides 24 hours, 7-day-a-week care. Wallace is bedbound and is able to transfer into a wheelchair for small periods of time. Marcus was unable to leave the house, unable to go to the grocery store, unable to go to the doctor's appointments, and unable to get a job. He was referred from our Veterans Administration and now attends our adult daycare 4 days a week. Well, dementia not only affects the client, but it affects the whole family. It's a devastating disease. I had a caregiver once tell me, "I've lost my mom, but I've cared for her for the last 5 years. And then when they passed, I lost her all over again." So I do like to tell my caregivers that the heart remembers long after the mind forgets. So if there are 10 people sitting at your table right now, one person at that table by age 65 will have dementia.
Gus is a very inspiring volunteer. She's amazing. She and her husband have been volunteering for Meals on Wheels for a long time before I came here. They always had this smile, they always have this friendliness, they're always hugging people and making them feel so loved. Sadly, her husband passed not so long ago, but Gus was there the day after to deliver meals. It was important for her to go back to her route. This is what she's done all her life, and she wants to continue doing it. And she makes the people so happy.
I've been doing this for over 30 years, to be exact, about 37. And I think that I get probably more out of it after I leave than just taking food, because I always feel so good about having checked on them. I said I'm almost 94, so you have to take each day as it comes. You don't plan too far ahead. But I'm willing to do it to the day I die.
The Council on Aging's Guardianship Program has a goal of improving the client's quality of life through needed supports that allow for independence and freedom of choice. Cookie became a client of the Council on Aging when her mother passed away and she needed help to become stable and self-sufficient. Cookie lives with an intellectual disability and also struggles with mental health problems. She receives transportation services and attends the Opportunity Center 5 days a week, which teaches her life skills with a support coordinator that provides guidance. She also works as a part of the cleaning crew and earns a small income, which has raised her self-esteem and has proven to be a great motivator for
My
Cookie.
guardianship on Council on Aging has helped me out a lot, and I have my own place and I'm very independent. Thank you.
Well, in the 2-bedroom that we used to live in, it was very hard to maintain and keep afloat all the bills. I have a 3-year-old toddler that has a liver transplant. She received her liver transplant at 5.5 months old. I could not keep my job due to her being in and out of the hospital. Bills got backed up. Have teenagers and other children, different ages in the home. You know, they all require their own attention. And I couldn't pay the bills. I lost my job. I've been donating plasma twice a week for the last 2.5 years. I have not missed a day. That's how I would manage to pay some of the bills. I mean, unfortunately, with the income that I had, I couldn't pay all of them. It was very hard, and I went looking for resources, and I found the Osceola Council on Aging. They have been a very big blessing in my life, in my kids' life. About 4 months ago, I received a phone call from Warren stating that he had a great opportunity for me and my family. And when he told me that he had a beautiful 4-bedroom house, I thought it was a dream. I had to pinch myself after I hung up with him to make sure I really wasn't dreaming. And when I found out the difference of what I was going to be paying from a 2-bedroom to a 4-bedroom was a big difference. My kids are a lot more happy. They have their own space. We have our own yard. We have our own garage. We are doing so much better now. The Osceola Council on Aging has been a very big blessing in our lives. If it wasn't for them, to be honest, I don't know where I'd be right now. I'm really grateful, glad, and appreciative that I was sent to the Osceola Council on Aging because they have gone above and beyond for me and my kids. I really want to thank the Osceola Council on Aging for everything that you've done for me and my family.
Thank you, Osceola Council on Aging.
The Osceola Council on Aging is the largest provider of social services in Osceola County, helping disadvantaged, disabled, and elderly citizens become economically stable and able to live independently. We offer services that protect the most vulnerable among us, all the while respecting the dignity and personal choices of the individuals we serve. Join us. Join us in being the change you want to see in the world.